What up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Iron and Virtue Married Life. I am Terrence.
And I am Lori Matthews.
It's my wife, Lori. Yeah. So, man, thank you for joining us. Go ahead on and like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Hit the bell so every time we come on, you can get us, okay?
Yeah. Hit the bell. Let someone know that we're on and you guys are watching. And, come along with us on the journey. So, as we was talking a little bit last time about the purpose and what some expectations are that you guys are going to gain out of the channel. So we decided to go ahead on and do a quick little episode to kind of shed some light on how we got together. almost 15 years ago to the date. So, yeah. So, man, we've been knowing each other, like I said, for 15 years. Well, 16 years.
We've been knowing each other for way longer than that. However,
oh, yeah. That is true.
To get started, we met at church.
Yeah.
He has a base and background in church, and so do I.
Yeah.
And so we met in church. He was running the sound system.
Yeah. I'm a church boy.
I was a single mom with two kids, and this is what I truly remember him. I remember him doing the sound at the church, and we live in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
And that was I think it was in November. That was a men's conference. That was a men's conference.
That was years ago.
I know, a men's conference. And so I've always wanted my boys to make sure, because I was not married. I was single with two boys. And it was important to me as a single mom to make sure that my boys were around strong men. And when they made the announcement in church that even the young boys...
Yeah, we was having a men's prayer breakfast.
Right, that's it, the men's prayer breakfast. And they were saying even the young boys, if you don't have a father, drop your boys off and we will have someone to take your young boys. And guess who
was outside
yeah,
many years
and
ago.
Took my two boys many years ago. And I'm telling you, and they're fully grown now, so they let you know how long it's been.
Yeah, that was actually 10 years or 15 years or so prior to us actually, I guess, connecting, so to speak, to start some type of friendship or relationship. I guess that was the foundation that was laid. I guess it kind of stood out to her. So
he did, and I guess for some of y'all with the head is spinning, y'all trying to connect the dots. He is younger than me, and I am older. So he stood out because he was a young man, and his fire and his enthusiasm to accept the boys. Once I drove up, it was like a curve, and you open the door and the boys step out, and he says, okay, I'll take your boys. And he had them. And so that never left me. That stood out. Did I ever have him in mind as being a husband one day? Absolutely not.
No.
Me either. I only thought that he stood out to me because he was willing to be the mentor for that night for my two sons.
Yeah. So if we would fast forward along the journey, once we
now wait a minute, I did see him later on though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So life happened. You know, we went on our own separate journeys. I actually left the church and went and started my own life, and went up to Iraq and came back home and went through some tough times.
And he was married. He had a wife.
Yeah. I was
See,
married.
I'm exposing it all because I want people to know that
there
are a lot of things in between.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of things that people deal with. There are pasts that couples have individually.
Yeah.
But it still does not stop or nor negate you coming together and allowing a union to be, because when God is in the midst of something, it's going to work out regardless. And nor did I pray on him, and nor did he pray on me, nor did I wish that he broke up. This is something that actually just transpired.
Yeah.
And God is still in the midst of it. So I'm very grateful. But I'm sorry, honey. I just wanted to
Yeah.
Interject that.
No. So I'm going to get to the meat of it. So once we started talking, we started dating and what have you. Once we actually started to go down the pathway of marriage, Lori had some couples that was in her life because of previous, I guess, disappointments and relationships and things of that nature.
Because I was previously married.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, she had people that I guess she entrusted. So if she went down the road again, the next guy would have to at least meet 3 older couples that was already previously married, 10, 15 years, 25 years plus or so, that I had to meet in order to, I guess they had to give the blessing, the approval to her so we can continue on the pathway of getting married.
And let me tell you this, young women, we dated, and I did. He took a liking to my children, and we got along greatly. And I cared a lot about Terrence. However, I made up in my mind, because of what I had already been through, I was determined not to go back through that again.
Right.
Even though I felt like I had good judgment, it just proven to be in my past that it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure that I had something secure. So I wanted to bring into someone. And as much as I loved him, as much as I cared about Terrence, if they didn't give me his blessings, if the men that pulled him aside and talked to him, if they didn't feel that he was right for me and my children, no matter how much I cared about Terrence, how much I wanted to be with him, it was going to be no.
Yeah.
Because I trusted them. I also trusted God. I trusted my instincts. I didn't want to trust my instinct. I'm going to put it, just be honest with you, because of my track record. Because I picked and chose, and it did not work out. So I did not want to go down that path again. So I wanted to bring in some reinforcement, because I didn't want to trust my feelings. Because we are made, women, we are made of feelings. And sometimes our feelings and our emotions can get in the way of our judgment.
Right.
And we wind up picking and choosing what's not best for us. And if you do have children, you pick and choose what's not best for your kids.
Right.
And so I was determined, because I was an older woman and a mature woman, I did not want to negate or neglect myself or put my kids to anything. So if they said, nah, he ain't the one,
I'm going to be the one.
I was not going to do it, no matter what. I was not.
And that's so important, because, like she was saying, because of the emotions and the feelings that that women have, it's easy for a man to be able to get over on the woman, so to speak.
It is.
And because she had strong men that cared about her, that loved her, that had already been in her life,
and showed me.
Oh yeah.
Real husbands. These are older men.
Yeah, older men. Yeah.
And women. Yeah. That has been married for many years, and the husband loved his wife. And I saw how the wife loved the husband. So I wanted that.
She saw the example,
and I trusted their judgment.
Yeah. And like what we tell our boys, make sure that you go through the father. If you don't go, it's easy to go through the woman, but it's really, really hard to win the father. And it's so important that young ladies do that and live by that example. Back in the old days, the father, the daughter would stay at the house until it was time for her to go off and get married. The whoever was courting the father's daughter would have to go through him and get the blessing and the permission from the father in order to continue to court the daughter. And that's so sad. And we need to bring those days back. Hopefully we start to bring those days back, because I was telling my wife, it is a lot of good men that are coming up right now that do desire to be married. They desire to be husbands. They desire to be wives. All of my boys, pretty much, my immediate circle, they're all pretty much married. If they're not married, they are great, great fathers that are looking for potential mates. So going back to it, that's the protection of the daughter, if I was ever one day to be blessed to have a daughter, that's exactly how I would go about my business when it came to my daughter. I have, we have several nieces,
Yes.
and it's already clear and understood by me to them, whoever it is that you are interested in or he's interested in you, he has to go through me along with their fathers. That is cut and dry,
Yes,
understood.
He definitely has told his nieces, you need to bring them to see Uncle Terrence.
Oh yeah, and his
I will-
uncle.
And it's called vetting.
Oh, exactly.
I will vet them.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I feel that they are not the young man for you, I'm going to let you know. And if they are, I'll let you know.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Are you willing to take the response and the answer that he gives you, whether it be good or bad?
Oh yeah.
Because I think it's important that you trust wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of them don't trust wisdom. And wisdom is really what helps us through to get through life and to get to. That's why I tell our kids, I've already been where you're trying to go.
Mm-hmm.
Please listen.
Oh yeah. Use our.
But sometimes
example.
it does not. Yeah, use our examples because we've already been through the trenches. We've already been through what you're going through. If you would just listen.
Oh yeah.
But it's not easily reciprocated and they're not easily open to it.
Yeah.
But here in Iron and Virtue, we hoping that you would take something from this and that you would apply it. It's all about
exactly.
application.
Oh, yeah.
Apply it to your life
Exactly.
and test it out and see.
Oh yeah. So going back to the original point, the three married couples, the three married couples that she tapped me for some reason on my leg.
I don't want him to be long-winded because y'all ain't gonna stay tuned.
I'm not the one that's doing all the talking.
Okay, well listen, we gonna okay, honey.
I told you we're gonna be real.
Okay, here we go.
So getting back to the story.
Shortly.
Yeah.
Short story.
Yeah, the short. Okay, so the three people that was in her life that I had to go through, older couples, all seasoned.
Yes.
I mean, manly men, feminine
Yes.
women.
One couple was in their 70s and they were married for at least 30 years.
Oh yeah.
This is what I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
At the time, the other couple, they were like in their 50s and 60s during at that time, and they were married about
15 19 years
or so.
Uh-huh.
And then the other was married maybe
12.
Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure that I just was not looking at all of this luscious muscles and carrying on that he got. And that I was not carried away because his conversation, this man is blessed. He's I don't know how to put it.
Charmer.
There you go.
Yeah.
He is a charmer. He swept me off my feet.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Being a younger man has never treated me the way he's treated me. And so I did not want to actually get all the feels and then I wind up with a dud.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've been there and done that and I didn't want to go through that. So this is why I had to bring in reinforcement.
Yeah.
So that I can make sure I'm going in the right direction.
And one of the points that we want to drive home is men can read other men. I can charm the mother because I'm a man. I know how to sweet talk her. I know how to look into her eyes. I know how to give gestures in order to win her heart. But that man, he will be able to see through all the bull, all the crap, all the charming, and get to the point. And that's actually what one of the couples actually did. He pulled me to the side. Willie, Mr. Should we say?
Willie Baptiste.
Willie Baptiste.
You can say Willie Baptiste.
Pop. Yes, sir. Pop pulled me to the side. He asked me straight up. He said, "What do you want from my daughter? What's your intentions?"
He asked him.
And asked me straightforward that, and I had to give a response. And I told him it was to date her, to get to know her, and eventually it was to marry her. And he gave me the rundown. I had to answer the what, the why, the when, all of that. Yeah, I had to give the intent, and I had to win him. And it took some time. He wasn't just as open to me initially he gave his blessing, but I still had to win him and prove to him. And one of the things that he told me, probably in our 5th year of marriage, he said, "Man, I'm so proud of the man that I have seen you become." And as a man, it's always good. It's always good to hear, whether that's from your father, or whether it's from your mentor, or whether that's from another man that you respect and you admire, that you're trying to become, to give that type of blessing. And he did.
Yes. Okay, honey, when you're a blessing, can we call it?
You want to end it right there? Oh,
Yeah.
She's saying we got to end it right there.
Well, again, we know people's attention span.
It's short. In today's
So therefore,
world.
we don't want to bore you. But there will be other episodes. And there will be a continued.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if there are subsequent topics that you would like us to address,
leave in the comment
please
section.
leave in the comment section, and definitely will. Because even the years that we've been married, trust me, it's probably something that we have not probably touched or been through.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and it's just what it is. Because again, with me being an older woman and then he's being a younger man, that's already conflict right there. He's a man, I'm a woman.
Conflict.
I'm older, he's younger.
Conflict. Yeah.
So there's just a lot of things to unpack. So we're going to end it right there. Okay?
Yeah,
Is that okay with you, honey?
yeah, I guess.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm not trying to lead. He's the lead. I'm sorry.
I told you it's a journey.
It's a journey.
But yeah, no, we get in right there.
Okay.
I listen to you, and I appreciate your wisdom and your judgment, because I do understand people are short. Yeah, so we'll end it right there. Like we said in the beginning, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Come along with us on the journey. This is not perfect, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be informative. Grow with us.
Yes.
All right. So again, I am Terrence. This is my lovely wife, Lori. Yeah. Iron and virtue, married life, and remember, we date to marry, and we marry to date. Until next time, friends, we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.